feel like life is less of a straight, peaceful road and more like a chaotic group chat where everyone is shouting different directions at the same time? One moment you're chasing your passion, and the next, you're juggling expectations, pressure to perform, and a nonstop stream of unsolicited advice from people who still haven't figured out how to mute themselves on Zoom. If that sounds familiar, you're in good company. And so is Lady Gaga, yes. Mother Monster herself has danced through the heights of global fame and trudged through the lows of pain, self-doubt, and reinvention. But at the heart of her journey lies something deeper than music, fashion, or celebrity. It's the timeless struggle to stay true to yourself. Before she became Lady Gaga, the living piece of art, the powerhouse behind Shallow, and the pop icon known for unforgettable fashion moments, she was Stefani Joanne Angelina Germanotta, a girl from New York who learned to play piano at just 4 years old. Meanwhile, many of us are still perfecting chopsticks. By 14, she was already performing at open mic nights, as if she knew exactly where her life was headed. She briefly enrolled at New York University's prestigious Tisch School of the Arts, which sounds like the perfect beginning, until she made the bold decision to leave and create her own musical path. And that path didn't start with applause or instant success. She faced rejection from multiple record labels, criticism about her appearance, and claims that she wasn't marketable, a statement that, looking back, feels almost unbelievable considering what she became. Yet, like someone determined to turn adversity into strength, she pushed forward. In true Stoic fashion, she embraced Seneca's wisdom and transformed each setback into fuel for the next chapter of her rise. As Seneca wrote, "Difficulties strengthen the mind as labor does the body." And Lady Gaga embraced that philosophy with unwavering determination. She didn't simply enter the music industry, she arrived with spectacular force, striding in on towering heels and electrifying the world with her bold aesthetic. Her 2008 debut album, The Fame, wasn't just successful. It became a cultural moment that reshaped pop music. What followed was a series of fearless transformations, daring fashion statements, imaginative music videos, and an ever-evolving artistic identity. From the empowering message of Born This Way to her elegant jazz collaborations with Tony Bennett and her Oscar-winning role in A Star Is Born, Gaga mastered the art of becoming new while staying rooted in her core. But here's the real twist. Her journey of reinvention wasn't about becoming someone different. It was about reconnecting with who she had always been. She didn't transform to impress the world, she transformed to remain authentic. As Seneca also suggested, "Throw me to the wolves and I will return leading the pack." And Gaga didn't just return, she brought choreography, and a full stage production with her behind the glitter and sold-out arenas, however, is a deeply human struggle. Gaga lives with fibromyalgia, a chronic condition that brings widespread pain and exhaustion. Some days, even moving is a challenge, let alone performing under bright lights and elaborate costumes. Yet she continues, because for her, creativity isn't optional, it's essential. She doesn't create for trophies or chart positions, though her shelves could easily testify to her success. She creates because music is the most honest expression of her spirit. Her work is more than performance, it's perseverance. Epictetus once said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." Gaga embodies that truth. When pain whispers, "You can't," she answers, "Watch me," and often lifts the moment with a powerful high note for good measure. Her latest album, Mayhem, isn't just another stylistic shift, it's a deeper personal reset. It's not about chasing trends or outdoing her own eccentricity, though it's easy to imagine her appearing on stage dressed as a chandelier and earning universal admiration. Instead, Mayhem is a testament to her resilience, creativity, and the unwavering commitment to remain true to herself, no matter how wild the world becomes. Mayhem marks a return to the essentials, not basic in the pumpkin spice sense, but basic in the raw, heartfelt, and beautifully uncomplicated way. The towering wigs, flame-shooting bras, and outfits that seem to defy the laws of physics have stepped back. Well, at least a little. In their place comes music that's stripped down, honest, and full of vulnerability that doesn't need glitter to shine. It carries the unmistakable energy of an artist finally taking a long, overdue breath. You can hear it in every lyric. It's as if Gaga sat down at her old piano, poured a glass of wine, and said, "No theatrics, just truth." with maybe one dramatic flourish because she's Gaga it's storytelling instead of spectacle, emotion instead of excess. Mayhem feels less like a reinvention and more like a heartfelt reunion between Gaga and the version of herself who once played tiny venues with nothing but determination and an oversized iced coffee. She's not trying to impress anyone now. She's not reinventing herself to keep up. She's reintroducing herself because she never truly left. She simply swapped a few costumes along the way. This album isn't about being the loudest presence in the room. It's about being the most authentic. And yes, real Gaga might still wear towering heels to walk her dog, but behind that confident stride is someone who's finally walking her own path again, without needing a spotlight to guide her. Lady Gaga may not be the first person who comes to mind when discussing stoic wisdom, yet her journey reflects it all the same: resilience, honesty, and a commitment to staying true to one's core. She may be bold, theatrical, sparkling, and wonderfully unpredictable, essentially the opposite of Marcus Aurelius. But don't let the glitter fool you. Beneath Lady Gaga's shimmering persona lies a journey shaped by resilience, introspection, and a surprising amount of philosophical depth. Her story quietly echoes several powerful lessons, ones that feel almost stoic in nature once you peel back the rhinestones and look at the person beneath the spectacle. And the first of those lessons? Take care of yourself. A good night's sleep and genuine rest aren't luxuries. They're foundations for everything else you hope to accomplish. You can't simply declare, "I'll sleep well tonight," any more than you can magically announce perfect eating habits, balanced emotions, or instant fitness. These things take practice, consistency, and a steady kind of compassion toward yourself. If you're not caring for your own well-being, it becomes incredibly difficult, sometimes impossible, to care for others. And that's where many people get stuck. They don't lack the willingness to grow. They lack guidance on how to truly nurture themselves in a sustainable way. Sometimes self-care begins with small, almost unremarkable steps. Going for a morning walk, waking up a little earlier, drinking water before your coffee, or carving out a quiet moment to simply breathe and check in with yourself. Over time, those tiny choices accumulate and solidify into healthier habits. And when you finally commit to the mindset of, "Tonight, I'm giving myself real rest," that's when you begin to feel the shift. That's when the results appear. Not because you forced them, but because you created the space for your body and mind to recalibrate and grow. In that way, Gaga's story reminds us that even the most dazzling lives need stillness, reflection, and care. It shows that taking care of yourself is not selfish, not indulgent, but absolutely essential if you want to live with intention, creativity, and genuine strength. And perhaps that's the deeper magic in her example, the realization that self-care becomes a catalyst for everything else that matters. When you honor your limits, you start showing up with more clarity, more presence, and more authenticity. Creativity becomes easier, relationships become richer, and challenges feel a little less impossible. Gaga's journey suggests that caring for yourself isn't just about comfort. It's about preparing your inner world so you can meet the outer one with steadiness and courage. In the end, the glitter may catch your eye, but it's the grounding beneath it, the quiet, disciplined devotion to well-being that allows a life to truly shine.